Hi guys, Remy here, welcome back to another video. Just so you know, I'm currently in lockdown with my parents, which means I do not have my Audio-Technica LP120 with me. I've currently got my old GPO Memphis, which is not a great turntable, but it's the only one I've got. So if you're wondering why my setup is not the best, that's why. I'm only here for a little bit longer before I have to return to work, so just getting that out of the way. I've got two new records that I wanted to show you guys because they're really cool, and I've been getting into some new music lately, so I just wanted to share that with you guys. But yeah, let's get started. So the first record I want to show you is the picture disc soundtrack to Back to the Future. This is from 2015. I know that they've recently brought out a newer version of the soundtrack, but I specifically wanted to go for the picture disc, and I don't normally go for picture discs, but come on, it's like the imagery is so iconic. I was like, I need to get that. Back to the Future is one of my favourite films, and the trilogy is my favourite trilogy ever. I love this film so much. You can't see, but in this room I have a poster like right over there, and I love this film. I rewatched it recently. I want to see the musical as soon as I can, so I am very happy with this. My favourite song is Back in Time. And then Power of Love is amazing as well. But you know, it's also got like the iconic songs you hear in the film, like Marty McFly's rendition of Johnny Be Good, you know, because he came up with that before Chuck Berry did, and Earth Angel, and there's also a bit of the score as well. So it's just a really great soundtrack. The other side is just like, you know, like the DeLorean setup, but this side is definitely the better one. But yeah, this is really cool and I'm really happy I've got it. And then the other album came yesterday, and I'm really excited because over the course of this lockdown I have finally had a chance to listen to David Bowie's discography. Now I've heard about David Bowie for like all my life, and I know who he is and everything, and I've heard his most famous songs, but when I returned home I was just getting a lot of signs that I was like, I need to listen to David Bowie's music, because, you know, as soon as I reunited with my parents, they were playing David Bowie. When I was playing piano, I was playing David Bowie. And then one of my favourite YouTubers, Mike the Snare, released like a 40-minute video all about David Bowie's discography, and I was like, this is a sign. I just need to get into listening to David Bowie. And you know, I've really fallen in love with some of his songs, and so to start off my David Bowie collection, because I can assume I will be buying a lot more David Bowie albums, I got Bowie Legacy. So this is a compilation album. It has 4 sides, and you know, it's got like his biggest hits, and it varies from Space Oddity all the way to Lazarus, so it's got quite a big range of songs. And yeah, this arrived yesterday. My favourite tracks from this particular compilation are definitely Let's Dance, Fame, and Space Oddity, and potentially Sound and Vision. I love Let's Dance just because, you know, that groove is so catchy. Like the iconic riff with the tape delay is just so cool. I don't think I could ever get sick of it. Space Oddity is a song that's really important to my mum because it always reminds her of her dad, who would walk in and sing it really out of tune, and it was always like a really special memory for her, and it's become like a really special song to me. I especially love like the instrumental sections in the middle and the end of the song. Just the chord progression is just beautiful, and I'm a sucker for strings, so when those strings kick in, it's just beautiful. And then Fame is an amazing song because not only is it so funky, and I love the growl in David Bowie's voice. John Lennon sings the backup vocals, and then he also does like the really cool Fame vocals at the end, where it starts off really high pitched and then it goes really low pitched. But It's such a cool funky song and I love it so much. And then Sound and Vision is a song that I initially didn't really like, but you know, it's just really grown on me. It's just a fun one to like dance to. And Oh You Pretty Things is really fun to sing. And then Life on Mars is a song that I knew before, but it's like really slowly growing on me. And Starman, the same case for Starman. You know, these are songs that I've known for quite a while, and it's just really nice when they begin to really have an effect on you. But yeah, for the past few weeks I've been listening to a David Bowie album pretty much each day. I will be honest, the first album I did not enjoy. However, songs like Moonage Daydream from Ziggy Stardust, you know, I remember that particular song. I have it on my Guardians of the Galaxy Awesome Mix Volume 1, and you know, I never paid much attention to it because I just wasn't a huge fan of the beginning of the song, like very like classic rock, like bam bam bam. And a few years ago it just wasn't really my type of music, but you know, I was finally starting to listen to the song properly, especially like when the strings swell up and the song really starts to build. It really made me feel quite emotional, so I can fully say that Moonage Daydream is now my favourite David Bowie song ever. And it's so cool because I already had my favourite song on vinyl, my favourite David Bowie song on vinyl, so that's really, really cool that I have it already. But other David Bowie songs that I've really enjoyed, not just from this album but from his discography in general, is Letter to Hermione, which is from his Space Oddity album from 1969. It's just so different because it's such a personal love song. It's a personal acoustic love song, whereas David Bowie is normally more well known for his glam rock or for his like Let's Dance era. It's like very big songs about, you know, whether it be fame or partying or you know, space aliens, whereas this song, Letter to Hermione, is just something so completely different for him, and I just love it so much. It's so beautiful, and what's even more beautiful is the demo, I'm Not Quite, from a couple of years before. Oh my god, like the demo is in a slightly different key and it's a lot more echoey, and it's just so powerful. It's just so raw, and I really love it. So that song's great. I've listened to quite a lot of David Bowie albums. The last album I listened to was Outside, which was from 1995. It's either Outside or One Outside. It's like the really big concept album he did in the mid-90s, and whilst I wasn't a fan of that particular album, you know, it's just been so interesting listening to how his sound completely changes throughout the years. And I've got a few more albums to listen to, but I've really enjoyed listening to all of his albums. They've been really, really great. I'm hoping to get Hunky Dory and Ziggy Stardust maybe for Christmas. Maybe later on, you know, I might grab my hands on Scary Monsters and Super Creeps. And you know what? I listened to the 2018 remaster of Never Let Me Down, which I know is an album that is quite unpopular. I don't think it was that bad. I know that the original version of the album was really badly produced and mixed, whereas the remaster is a big improvement. And I listened to the remaster, and you know what? Zeros is probably one of my favourite Bowie songs. I love how uplifting it is. It's really fun, and I just think it's great. I've gone on a bit of a tangent, but I just wanted to say that David Bowie's an artist that both my parents really enjoy, and it's really nice that I've finally been able to get into his music, and he was such a cool visionary. And yeah, so this video was basically just me showing you the 2 albums I got, and then all about me getting into David Bowie's music, because you know, I always think it's so fun and interesting when you initially don't like an artist and you initially don't really understand the sound, but then when you come back to it after a while, something in you is clearly like changed or altered, where you think, oh, I actually do like it. It's just like, I guess it's always, you know, you can have first impressions, but don't let those impressions be your only impressions, because your mind can change so quickly. So I hope everyone's doing well, and I'll see you guys in another video. Bye guys.